Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have another very aggressive attacking game for you played by Robert James Fischer against Jacek Bednarski. The game was played at 1966 Havana Chess Olympiad. Robert Fischer had white pieces and he started with e4 c5 by Bednarski, Sicilian defense, knight f3 d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3 a6. Black is going for Najdorf variation and bishop c4. Fischer goes for this aggressive Fischer-Sozin attack, which was introduced by Benjamin Sozin in the 1930s, and then Bobby Fischer started to regularly adopt it. e6 was played, black is blocking the bishop's diagonal, bishop b3, knight d7. Actually, black is choosing probably the best continuation for black. With this beautiful knight maneuver, black is bringing the knight on c5 square, from where it will both put pressure on e4 square, and also at some point black can get rid of this dangerous light square. Bishop f4 was played, knight c5, and here we go f5. Of course, Fischer is playing very aggressively and instantly he's trying to organize an attack. Knight takes e4 was played, black is accepting the pawn sacrifice, which leads to very complex positions. Actually, playing knight b3 and then bishop e7 would have been more solid. Instead, we see knight takes e4, f takes e6, and seeking active counterplay, Bednarski blundered and played queen h4 check. Well, it was better to play bishop takes e6. If knight takes e4, then after knight takes e4, knight takes e6, only now play queen h4 check. If g3, then knight takes g3. If bishop g5, then queen e4 check. If king d2, then knight takes h1, knight c7, king d7, knight takes a8. Though in his book My 60 Memorable Games, Fischer says that the position is winning for white, but the engine evaluates the position as equal and suggests queen g2 check. The queen is coming after the pawn on g5 square. If king c3, then queen takes g5. If knight b6 check, then simply king d8. And if you win this knight, then black can play queen a5 check, winning back the lost piece. But after f takes e6, queen h4 check was played. g3, knight takes g3. Of course, this line leads to mind-blowing complications, and it turns out that the one who is managing to gain advantage from all that is Bobby Fischer. Knight f3, queen h5, e takes f7 check, king d8, rook g1, knight f5, knight d5. Gradually, white pieces are getting more and more active. Queen takes f7, bishop g5 check. As Fischer wrote in his book My 60 Memorable Games, black's attack has boomeranged. Now his king gets caught in a merciless crossfire. King e8, queen e2 check, bishop e6, knight f4, white is intensifying the pressure on e6 square, king d7, and now Fischer calm-heartedly castles queenside with a deadly knight e5 threat, forking the king and the queen. Queen e8, black is moving away the queen from this dangerous f7 square, but now comes bishop takes e6 check, and after knight takes e6, here comes the queen, queen e4. Both attacking the knight, also the pawn on b7. g6 was played, and after knight takes e6, Bednarski resigned. If queen takes e6, then queen takes b7. If king e8, then rook e1 below support black's position. If queen takes e1, then rook takes e1 check, and then black king is simply getting checkmated. That's why, as I've already mentioned, after knight takes e6, understanding that his position is hopeless, Bednarski resigned. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this aggressive attack. Here are more suggestions for you, and for more games, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Good luck.